Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be setting up my monthly calendar spreads for the month of December. So my calendar, my cover page, and both my dashboards in here and the one in my Erin Condren. We're gonna get that all set up with all of my functional stuff for the month. Happy PLANMAS. If all goes according to plan, this will be PLANMAS day 2, and this video will be going up on December 2nd. So hopefully that works out. I'm really excited to be doing PLANMAS this year. And if you don't know, that basically just means I'm going to be having a video every day from December 1st through 25th. All kinds of fun planning stuff, hauls, unboxings, all kinds of stuff going on. My planner lineup will be up at some point as soon as I have all of my planners in my hand. So I'm really excited. Stay tuned for all of the things to come. I'm gonna have some giveaways going on. But today we're gonna be setting up for the month of December. It's actually the weekend after Thanksgiving, towards the end of the weekend. So we are still at the very end of November. I'm feeling very behind with how I would usually be planning for the month. So I'm gonna try and move quickly, but get it all done. This is also my last month in this planner, so I'm really excited to do this setup. We're gonna go all out. I have some journaling stickers from Hello Petite Paper. This is all stuff from the Cozy Christmas kit. I have a couple different, I have like a Hobonichi kit and a journaling kit, on some on matte paper and some on transparent matte paper and some on premium matte paper. Then I also have a bunch of stuff that doesn't match that is in like this more traditional Christmas color palette. I think I'm actually gonna use this stuff on the cover page. I just really wanted to use this buffalo plaid Simply Gilded washi, and it doesn't match this kit at all. And I also have had this forever, and I figured I might as well use it. So I'm gonna use that on the cover page and this in the monthly spread, and we're just gonna have a really good time. I've got my colors all picked out for the month as well, and let's just dive in. So if you don't know, Thanksgiving is very much my holiday. We hosted, we also had a brunch on Saturday. There was just so much stuff going on. And I just kind of even forgot, like going into Thanksgiving, that it was, you know, that we're still coming up on the end of the month, that I still wanted to get all of this stuff done. And also for PLANMAS. So I got a little bit behind with my videos and stuff at the end of the month there. So apologies if you were waiting for a plan with me. That took a little bit of extra time to come, but I just, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I'm gonna use this little, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that at the bottom. I really like these little boxes that come on the Hobonichi kits. They're just like very, actually I could even put them, oh, I think I wanna put that one there. Yeah, I kept thinking I have like all this time to like get ahead and film some stuff for PLANMAS, and because doing a video every day is just, it's a lot. And so I was trying to film like some stuff in advance, like some opening of Advents and like other random videos that I could use to fill in for some of the days, so that I'm, you know, so that I could work a little bit ahead. But I kind of lost track of time there. I did get a little bit of stuff done, but not as much as I had hoped, but we will be okay. PLANMAS is very much still happening, and I have like a little bit of time to kind of work it out and try and get a few other things recorded, so that I have like the little beginning done, and then at the beginning of December, once the kids are like back in school, I can really, you know, like buckle down and do like a couple of big filming days to kind of patch it in. And then I'm still going to be filming stuff like throughout the month, and for Plan With Me's and stuff to be more recent. I think I'm going to use this one in the brush font for this month. This is from Lexi Kylie Designs. I also have these snowflakes from her, which are in black, which I think will look cute as well. So I kind of forgot what I was just talking about. Oh, and memory spreads. So I want to catch up on try and catch up on a bunch of memory spreads this month as well. So fingers crossed for that. I kind of have a game plan for doing it, but I don't know how realistic it's going to be. So we will just have to wait and see what happens there. But I would really like to catch up. Honestly, we're past Black Friday as of the filming of this Plan With Me, and I feel like I barely bought any, like I don't actually even think I bought any kits, maybe like one, and I didn't sticker shop as much as I usually do, which I guess is good. But I just feeling like lately I just haven't wanted to buy kits because of how far behind I am in my memory planner. And I did buy inserts for next year, so that will be coming. But I just felt like it seems so silly to buy kits when I'm so behind. So I hope I can catch up a little bit. I know I'm not going to be able to catch up all the way, but I don't want to start, I don't want to finish this year like halfway through next year and then not have done anything in my memory planner for next year. And I just haven't spent as much time doing it. I've been doing other things in my planner. Those videos are not as popular as they used to be on my channel either. I think people prefer the functional stuff more, which honestly, like, I totally understand. I'm definitely more of a functional planner at this point than like a memory planner style planner, but I do really like doing them and I find it very relaxing. But I have not been spending as much time lately with that. So we'll see what happens. I bought something undated for next year, so I'm toying with the idea of maybe having it be like a not every week thing and having it be more of a sometimes thing, but I haven't fully committed to that idea yet. I'm not sure. I do really like the way that this looks though. I honestly have not looked at like my calendar at all. Usually I'll check my calendar in advance, but I was just like, I want to just set this up. And I forgot to check my calendar. So I have no idea what's going on this month. I'm sure it's a lot. So I actually have two different sets of date covers in this. I've got these like little teeny tiny boxes that I could use, or I have the more scripty ones. I actually think I might use the little boxes. I don't know, just mix it up a little. And also I feel like I'm more likely to use the scripty ones in like a future spread, because I actually have even more pages of this kit that I've put aside, like that I wasn't planning to use in here. So any leftovers that I have from this, which I'm sure there will be tons, I'm gonna save and use somewhere else. I'm gonna like put them on a little bit like that they're washi. And obviously these are meant to be used on a weekly. They have space for the date dot. That's totally fine, and that's not how I'm gonna use them. I'm just gonna use them like this, and we'll put my key up at the top here. I'm really excited for this. So this is my last month in this planner. Still can't wait to share my new planner lineup with you. I think I have everything like 100% decided now. I'm still waiting for a couple of things. I said those inserts. I'm still waiting for those inserts. I'm still waiting for a planner as well. So once I have those, I'll put together my kit lineup video, and I'm really excited to share that with you. But I'm feeling really, really good about it. I feel like my planning style has really changed a lot this year. I guess I feel like it kind of does every year. It's just a constantly evolving thing. Some things always stay the same. Some things stay the same looking back over the years, but the introduction of daily planning has definitely changed my planning style, and like what I want from the rest of my planning system is not the same as it was just because of that. And I really tried to like respect that in what I picked out for my planner lineups, and not like try and force something that I'm not going to use every week, because in here, once you see my end of the year flip through of this planner, you will see that after I got through the midpoint of the year, when I started using the Daily Duo, I stopped using this planner every week for weekly spreads. I do use it probably about every other week, I would say. Maybe just like slightly less than that. And on the other weeks, I do something much simpler without stickers. Either mostly lately it's been the Ink and Bold desktop dashboard. And then sometimes I do just like draw something in the extra page in my Daily Duo, although I have to say I don't love that. And then sometimes I have like a Moxie Life weekly overview one too that I use sometimes. But the Ink and Bold is probably my favorite dashboard for when I don't feel like doing a sticker weekly overview spread at this point. That's probably my favorite. Oh, I think I have some floral trims. I wonder if I put these on the bottom, am I gonna be really mad at myself later when I don't have the full bottom of the month? I feel like not. This is our winter break, so how much could I possibly be scheduling? Famous last words. You know, that just adds a really nice touch. Vanessa was kind enough to include some extra florals in my order with this that match this kit. So I have like 2 sheets of the floral deco and 2 sheets of the trim. So I got lots of stuff to use. And Vanessa is the shop owner of Hello Petite Paper, if you don't know, and that's where these stickers are from. So I've got 6 pens pulled out. One is from the Erin Condren in blue markers. The other ones are all mild liners, 3 from the new neutral line and 2 from older sets. So we're gonna pull them in. It's just like some browns, blues, and grays. Thought it matched with this kit really nicely. So this, even though, like I said, I'm switching up planners that I'm using for my monthly next year, this style of spread will absolutely still be in there for next year. I've done this style of like a color-coded calendar spread, I think since I've had a planner, and certainly I used to like draw out the boxes individually in my bullet journal when I was doing bullet journaling. It's like a very functional spread for me. I love being able to look at my months this way. I do use like Google Calendar as well, and I definitely, you know, rely on that, especially for planning out past a month, but I do update this throughout the month. I put in everything I know at the beginning of the month, but I do update this throughout the month and keep going. So that is my 6 colors, and my 6 categories are appointments, work, other, channel, finances, and kids. That is the same thing it's been all year. I will like evaluate that for next year, but I think it's probably gonna stay, if not like the same, pretty much, you know, fairly the same. And I have some of those boxes. I could pop one in where there's no Wednesday. I feel like the door one matches the best, even though I like the cookie one better, but I just feel like this one is gonna look better here because I have that pattern up at the top there. Okay, so that is the decorative base for my calendar. So let's take a look and see how busy I am. First things first we can do is I'm gonna have a video every day for the first 25 days of the month, so we can just go ahead and put those in. I think I will not have any videos between the 26th and the 31st, and then I will pick things back up in the new year. That's still like TBD, but I have a feeling after all of this, that's gonna be on the radar. We can enjoy, plus that's kids' winter break, so definitely won't be doing much filming then, though you never know. Then let me just grab like some paydays and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that I just did the pay in the work color and the work in the pay color. And I was thinking as I put this down that this green and this gray are very similar. So it's really hard to fix the key because I don't feel like the mild liners go very well when you do them on top of whiteout. So I think I'm just gonna try and like go over those colors with the green color and see if it works, and if it doesn't, oh well. So this is just for my regular Monday work. I don't have any, I'm gonna be doing some writing this month and articles. I have pitched a bunch of ideas at the end, towards the end of last month, but I don't have any like specific dates or anything pulled out yet. So I'm not gonna put in anything specific for that. Hopefully it's not bleeding through the other side of the page, but it's better than nothing. Honestly, make that a double pass too, then it's really, it looks good now. Okay. Husband is off work, I think, every Friday in December. I think except the 23rd. I think he has a half day on that day, and then he's off till New Year after that. It's also his birthday, the 10th. And then I guess in other, actually, you know what, maybe I might even use like one of the little boxes. My husband's birthday is on the 10th, like I said, and we last year impromptu had lunch at Fogo de Chao on the 9th. We were like running an errand and we decided to get a lunch, and I was like, we could be really fancy for your birthday. And we had so much fun, so we decided to do it again. So we're gonna go again and go have like a super fancy lunch while all the kids are in school for his birthday. Kids preschool is having a holiday show on this day. And one of my niece's birthdays. And then causing lots of chaos in my planner lineup for stickers. The Hanukkah starts on the 18th. That is the first night, and the last night is actually Christmas Day. So Christmas and Hanukkah are at the same time, which, like, honestly, it's a pain in my stickers because it makes it really hard for me to assign kits to the right weeks. But in real life, it can only be described as a logistical nightmare. Like, it's very making our schedule very challenging. This is winter break, which you know, just is technically gonna run. I already used both the thin strips. I am gonna cut this floral down, this floral washi. My husband is also off work all that week as well. Kind of covered up where it said New Year's Eve at the bottom, so I might just braid it in. So technically, like, still TBD. We haven't like planned it or anything, but usually we do a New Year's Eve with the cousins. That's super, super cute. So I'll leave space for that. And then we're gonna have familial events. I also realized it's not on my calendar yet, but this is when my next PTA meeting will be. I bought more of these just on Black Friday sale, of the ones that just say PTA meetings, since I have them once a month. So I figured that was a good thing to buy. I love these school stickers from Lexi Kylie Designs. But I think that's everything I know for right now. So I'm gonna set up the front page here. Okay, I'm just going with that for this setup. I like never even look at that page, but I've set it up every single month. So I'm gonna just do it for December. So all I'm gonna do now is I am going to put a little bit of deco on my line a day on my dashboard, and then I am going to take a break. Actually, I'm gonna go to bed because it's late, and then I will be back in planner time, you know, in 2 seconds, but in video time in 2 seconds, but in real time it'll be a couple of days, because I'm gonna set my goals before I fill out my dashboard. And I actually think I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this up because I just really like this washi. So I usually use this space for videos, but it does not have 25 lines in it, and I don't, like, that's not gonna be a practical way for me to track my videos this month. So I'm gonna have to like brainstorm if I want to use that for something else this month, or if I just want to decorate that, because I'm just not gonna need that whole space. I will, I think, throw in a couple of these really pretty snowflakes though. I just put like opaque ones on this, and that way I can write in whatever it is, and the rest of them are transparent. It's a few days later and I have my goals all set up for December. So that means I'm ready to set my dashboards up. Again, we already did the decoration here. I actually love how this looks with like the snowflakes and the stickers and everything. And I don't mind that I covered up where I said dashboard. The only thing is, and it was true in my goals, is that I feel like this washi really clashes with the Moxie Life color scheme. And I do actually use the Moxie Life color scheme on this page as well. I just find it easier to mentally sort everything on my task list for the month. So this is going to be my last time using this specific dashboard, since I have a different planner that I'm going with for monthly next year, which you will see. But I am going to start up in this work section, and I thought I would walk you through this in a little bit more detail. I will definitely be doing all kinds of dashboard spreads, and I absolutely love this one. I mean, I designed this one, so it obviously works for me, but I have committed to 2 articles this month. So this section up at the top, which says work, is where I track like specific work projects, not necessarily like more goal-oriented things. This is more around like my actual work tasks, projects, and I don't put in my regular weekly thing that I do every Monday, but any like larger writing projects, any articles, any other gigs that I have, I put in this area. Under to schedule, I would like to get a massage. I will book a dentist appointment when I'm at the dentist for my next dentist appointment. I could also really use a haircut. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we can put it on. Okay. So, and then this section is any like appointments that I plan to schedule for over the course of the following month, and this heavily leverages the master calendar that I talked about earlier, or if not, that I talked about on my goals, which was one of my big goals for the year, which, you know, is basically like a master calendar for our family and for the house of everything that's going on that is like a thing that happens every year at a certain time. Like when are your well visits? When are you supposed to get your next booster shot? When are you supposed to get car maintenance? All that kind of stuff. So then this one is for habits. And this one I'm gonna do this as a little bit different, because usually I put my videos here, but with PLANMAS, I'm not gonna have space to fit them all. So I'm actually gonna call this channel projects, and this is going to be for just like other special and random stuff going on, collabs, different things like that, and I can use that as a tracking space, so we'll see how that goes. So then what I'm going to do is I go through my Moxie Life, anything that is like a concrete task I put in my task list. Sometimes it gets different phrasing than it did in my goals. Sometimes I break something down or group things together, just depending on how I think it will actually be actionable in my day-to-day life. And then anything that is like a habit that I could potentially be tracking over the course of the month goes in this section, which I will split into daily and weekly and like what I call like multi, which means not every day, but multiple times a week, like something like homework, where my daughter gets homework 4 times a week. So that's a multi. And then I will color code those again according to the Moxie Life color coding system, which just helps me keep it mentally organized. Okay, as you can see, it's a very busy month and lots of house stuff going on. My goals video will be up tomorrow and I will be talking more about that, but the home prep and the basement specifically is my main focus for the month ahead, so no surprise there. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing, going through my Moxie Life, grabbing anything that I wanna sort into habits. I won't do a habit tracker for all of these habits every week. I just kind of pick and shift what I'm working on, but I've been working on all of these for most of the year. I don't find it super helpful to track 10 things every single week. I try and pick like 3 or 4 that I'm focused on now. I've really tried to pare that down. I was earlier in the year definitely trying to track 7, 10 things, and it just was not very helpful for me. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing a lot of these things every day, even if I'm not tracking them. Okay, so then I'm going to color code these, and I actually like to use the bullet tip of the mild liner for this. I know a lot of people don't use the bullet tip of the mild liner, but I actually use it pretty frequently. It's one of the reasons that I'm excited for the Moxie markers. because I actually really like the bullet tip on the Moxie markers. I think it's a really nice bullet tip. So it reminds me more of the one that's on the brush pen instead of on the highlighters. So I'm excited for that end. I know a lot of people wish it was a dot pen, and I still think I kind of would have preferred a dot pen on the other end of those, but I do like the bullet tip on that marker. And I will start using those next year when I start using those as my color, because I've been using the mild liners as my colors this year, so I didn't want to change it just for December. So when I use those next year in my companion notebooks, I will also switch that in any other monthly goal-oriented color coding I need to do. So I think the first thing that I can put in here, just to give you like an example of the kind of stuff that I plan to put in this category, is just that Ink and Bolt giveaway that I mentioned earlier. So that one will be closed out by the time this video, but that is like the kind of special projects that I am looking to include in here, and I will add more to that section later. Oh, I do actually have one collab that I know about later in the month. Okay, so then that final section is for things for next month, so I'm not gonna put anything there right now, and that is everything I need. This is a line a day memory keeper, so again, it's not, well, as I'm filling this out, it's not December yet, so don't need to do anything with that. But before I wrap this up, I do want to set up the dashboard spread in my Erin Condren. So I, in the past, have been doing like a very minimal calendar setup in here, just transferring over some dates, and I'm just gonna skip that this month. I've literally never looked at that calendar, so I'm not gonna bother setting it up. But I do really like this dashboard spread, and I do use that. I just don't find that an A5 size calendar is enough space for me. I much prefer the 7x9. So I am gonna set this up. Here is my one from November. I use it for like key dates, priorities. This is something specific to the goal. So for this month, this is going to be a list for the basement. And then I use this to track some weekly stuff and also some social media metrics. And that is what I do in this, and it's been working super well. So I'm going to do that again. And on this, I use the Erin Condren in Bloom marker that matches this colorway. So I will probably just keep flipping back and forth to see how I set it up. So I think I just did, yeah, I just did a little bit of highlighting at the top here. Let's check this color. I have found that some of these in Bloom markers match the colorway very, very well, and some of them leave a little something to be desired. That one's a pretty good match. It's honestly like kind of like right in between those two colors. It does look nice with it though, so that's a good match. And then for the key dates, I like to separate this into school and then other, but I'll do the school dates first, and then I'll put that at the bottom. And this again is priorities. This is gonna be for the basement. So now I'm just dividing this section, and I am gonna put in my husband's time off work. I just realized that he's got a bunch of days off, so I thought that that would be useful to track as well. I just realized that I had like a school holiday show that I forgot to put in the top section, so I'm gonna put it down here, but I'm gonna fit this with however much space it goes, and then I'll fill in accordingly. Okay, and then I've got one extra spot at the bottom where I can add to that going on. All right, so that's it for that. And then for the basement, so I've already got other checklists going on that I don't feel like I need to spell out every task. So what I'm gonna do is like leave myself space to put in time sensitive ones, like something that's gonna be scheduled on a specific date. Like what day are we having this special trash pickup, or is my husband gonna run stuff to the dump? What day are we getting rid of this old washer and dryer that's in our basement? You know, somebody has to come and disconnect that and pick that up. What day am I gonna drop off the stuff at donation? And then I have the rest of the space blank. I will fill that in as needed, and the highlighted space is where I'll put the actual dates. That way I have the tracking space for this project that I want in here. It's a good reminder, but it's not exactly the same as the way that I've written it down in other locations. So I'm not duplicating what's in my planner. I'm doing a teensy bit of duplication with some other added element that's unique to this planner, which is typically kind of how I work with all of these dashboards. So I really liked how my trackers were in November, so I'm gonna copy that over and just see what I did. Although I actually think I wanna give myself a little bit more space to write the date. So I'm just gonna shift this over one dot and start it here. And then I think I'm gonna give myself some kind of like PLANMAS something here. I'm not really exactly sure what, but I think that will be fun. So I'm gonna flip the camera over so you can see my Kanban setup really quick so that you can watch me roll that over. I thought that would be fun. It's just gonna be a little speed through, and then I will show you one last look at all my monthly spreads. Okay, so here is my December cover page, my December monthly calendar, and my line a day and dashboard, and then my Erin Condren Daily Duo dashboard as well. That is all of my monthly spreads for this month. Stay tuned. I will be back tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, with my goals video. Either way, I will definitely be back tomorrow because it's PLANMAS. So stay tuned for so much more fun stuff coming this month. I've got a lot more giveaways coming up this month, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. Like this video if you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you can see as soon as my video is posted every single day this month. Thanks so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok at MyCraftyPlans for even more planner stuff, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye!